Boom! Hey guys, Magnus here. Bet you didn't expect this. So, I have entered the ring, the ideas competition. So, if anyone is not familiar, in my Discord, we do this kind of weekly, semi-weekly, sometimes it's fortnightly or weekly competition where we host ideas. So you guys submit your ideas and me and whoever won the previous competition judge those ideas. But this week, because we're kind of taking a break after this one, we're going to be taking a 2-3 week break. I thought it would be interesting for myself, to enter. So that is what I'm doing. I am entering the competition. So Uta, the user Uta, of course, he announced this competition, and he basically did a Bart Royale Part 2. So essentially it was meant to be roughly based around Bart Royale, the original Bart Royale event, and it had to include Nigel Butcherbaker, so the character of Nigel Butcherbaker. So I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm entering. So I'm entering. I'm going to beat everyone, I'm telling you. So if you guys are watching this and you're scared, well, you better be scared. For anyone who is wondering, the Flanders event idea, which got the most votes in the Discord, that is coming out soon. Don't you guys worry. But I thought, I've got to do this one. So I thought I'd upload it as a video form as well as a little text picture form in the Discord server. So consider both my competition. So this is by me, Magnus Robert, aka Mayor Quimby. So I think this looks just like me in real life as well, so it's perfect. Moving on. Oh no. The prologue. Lisa reports her sax is missing. Homer reports his sandwich is missing. Ned reports his Bible is missing. Mo reports his bar rag is missing. Wiggum gets overwhelmed with the cases. He blames it on Malloy, but Abe tells Wiggum that it wasn't him. Make Wiggum investigate thefts. Make Abe defend Malloy. Nigel Butcherbaker tells Wiggum that they need top-of-the-range CCTV in all of Springfield in order to stop this from happening again. Wiggum is skeptical with how it went down the last time, but Nigel assures him that it will work in their favour. Wiggum tells Nigel that he's too far incompetent to figure this out himself and agrees to the surveillance. Make Wiggum install surveillance, make Springfielders object to the surveillance, and that will start the event. So there's going to be 4 currencies. Surveillance cameras is the first, shotguns is the second, broken windows or broken glass, I guess, is the third, and the 4th and final prize is nails. In the mystery, so I don't normally do mystery boxes, but I decided to do it just so I could secure that win. So in the mystery box, we've got Peter and Peter, Pyro, Mo's Express with Sam and Larry, Sergeant Skinner with the World War II tank, the Mine Calendar with the Mine Homer, Marge and the Mine God, the Hellfish bundle, probably unlikely, but who knows? They could add it to the mystery box. You get the crazy iguana lady with the crazy cat lady, and the crazy cat lady's house if you don't have the crazy cat lady or the crazy cat lady's house. And obviously it will just be the iguana lady herself if you have the crazy cat lady in her house. We have the zombie sandwich, which I think honestly is worth it in the mystery box. It's a really, really cool decoration. Obviously it makes you're able to make all the town zombies. You have the Battle Dome and the Shah Kaboom Cafe, and then you have Archer Lisa with the Castle Recycle, Emperor Mo. You've got the Buckingham Palace, Prepper Lindsay Nagel, General Bart, Water Baron Burns with the Water Baron Burns Mansion, Outlands Maggie with the Simpsons Outlands House, the Outlands Factory, Ludwaffles, Scrap City, bam, more. Hans Meckman, Def, Jeremy Jailbird combo, the Eric combo, the Giant Ferris Wheel, Big Digi, Big Ben, Mountain Man combo, the Ice Bishop of Beverly Hills combo, Wendell with the Zip Zap combo, and finally is Mom and Pop Hardware. So straight off the bat, as soon as the event hits, as soon as you do the startup, Gil comes in, and he's like, the end of the world is here, and you need to protect your supplies. And who is tougher than anyone? A bully. And who is tougher than a bully? A bully's father. Buy now before they beat old Gil up. So Gil, just like he did the university nerds a couple of years back, is going to be giving you 3-in-1 kind of characters, so you can get 3 characters for one price. So those characters will be Mr. Jones, Mr. Starbeam, and Mr. Zizowix, aka Kearney's dad. Or alternatively, they could just call them Jimbo's dad, Dolph's dad, Kearney's dad. And this will be 195 donuts. And each of them will earn 8 times of each act's currency, so they will be able to be used in each act, unlike the premium characters who will be strictly for the act that you can buy them in. You can buy them obviously whenever, but they only actually give you event currency in their act. So, moving on. Bam! In the store, first act, the British invasion. The Queen with Houses of Parliament, 150 donuts. Now, I know they don't intend to add real life people, but I think they can get away with it if they just call it the Queen, because, like, it's like, if you don't actually name her Queen Elizabeth, I feel like you can get away with it. Also, I'm pretty confident that the Queen, unless, like, she's ridicule, I doubt that there's going to be, like, a legal case, you know, for, like, defamation or anything. So, I think it would be fine if they added her. And she'd come with the Houses of Parliament. Now, I know we've got Big Digi Ben in the game. That is a future version of Big Ben, and Big Ben is not the main kind of attraction, that's just the bell tower. The real kind of attraction is the Houses of Parliament. Big Ben is just there. So, yeah, you get the whole of the Houses of Parliament with a modern day Big Ben instead of a future Big Ben for 150 donuts, and you get the Queen with it. And in the store is going to be added is the Queen's Guard for $3,000. It's going to be re-added to this store. It won't be permanent. It will only be, you know, for the act, but it's something in the store, which I like it when they add old stuff to the store. It's cool when they add it for cash anyway. Nigel informs Wiggum that there is a camera in every nook and cranny, and they have not missed a single corner this time. There is even a camera in the surveillance room. Wiggum asks where that feed is, and if he can't see it. If he can't see it in the surveillance room, and he can't see it in the surveillance room, so he's asking where does that feed lead to, and Nigel tells him the Queen is watching that one, so she can see all of the surveillance cameras at once. The Queen waves at Wiggum and make Wiggum blush, make Wiggum set up surveillance room, make Springfielders earn surveillance cameras, and this will unlock the surveillance room as a decoration. Now I know, or the surveillance cameras, now I know that this is technically an interior and normally against interiors, but we'll get into it in a minute, but this particular interior has a very special feature. So basically it will just be this kind of big camera thing, this kind of half octagon thing, and you just place that in the town. It's very simple. Reverend Lovejoy tells Wiggum that he is not happy with there being a camera in his bedroom as it's ruining his and his wife's love life. Nigel tells Lovejoy that there is nothing to fear as only he, Wiggum, and the Queen of England are watching. Make Reverend Lovejoy make a scene, make Wiggum try and fail to defuse the situation, make Springfielders earn surveillance cameras, and this will unlock the Allwell security van, established 1984. Haha, funny joke. Reverend Lovejoy arranges a congregation outside the town hall consisting of Mo, Homer, Ned, Apu, and many others. He demands that Nigel and Wiggum remove the cameras. Wiggum complains to Nigel that he can't see the whole crowd as it's too big and he's far too stupid to focus on one screen at a time. Nigel tells Wiggum that he has the perfect solution for this. Make Wiggum see British surveillance techniques, make Springfielders earn surveillance cameras, and this will unlock the London Eye building. So again, I know we've got the big Ferris wheel, but I think they could probably rename this actually and call it the big surveillance eye or something, or the surveillance wheel maybe. But basically it's just going to be a big eye in the form of a wheel. I think that would be kind of funny to have. Reverend Lovejoy, and that will be a building as well, by the way, as you can see there. Reverend Lovejoy is super mad over London Eye and demands to have privacy. Lisa tells Reverend Lovejoy that there is one place in town where no cameras are, the school's changing rooms, you know, for obvious reasons. Make Reverend Lovejoy meet at the school, make Springfielders meet at the school ×5, make Nigel come up with a solution, make Springfielders earn surveillance cameras. That make Nigel come up with a solution is not a thing. Make Wiggum come up with a solution, sorry. And this will unlock the Sherry Bobbins and /all, if not owned, the surveillance Sherry Bobbins. So if you don't own Sherry Bobbins, you will get her, but if you with this costume. But if you don't own her, you just get the costume. Pretty cool. So Surveillance Sherry Bobbins crashes Reverend Lovejoy's meeting at the school, and he's super mad. He asks if anyone has a solution to stop this mass surveillance, and Martin tells the group that he has developed an EMP bomb, and he warns it will result in them losing all electronical devices. Make Reverend Lovejoy vote they should launch an EMP. Make Martin build his EMP device. Make Nigel listen to into the conversation, and make Springfielders earn surveillance cameras. And this will unlock Nigel Butcherbaker and also a token. So again, I've talked about tokens in the past. I think a good solution would just be have them kind of unlock with an item. So at the end, you unlock the token with Nigel Butcherbaker, so you can use the token to get one of these many items if you don't have them, and if you do have all of them, you can just convert the token into donuts. And bam, I told you there's a new feature. This is the new feature. So the surveillance cameras can be used to search for any character or NPC, so you simply click on the surveillance cameras, and a little search bar will pop up. Your keypad will pop up, and you can search. So you basically just search. Yeah, so if you want to find Springy, you search Springy and you'll find him. If you want to find Ned Flanders, you can search Ned Flanders, you find him. It's basically an alternative for the Town Hall census, because I actually hate the Town Hall census because, my god, if you're trying to find Zootroy, you're there forever scrolling. And after the event, the surveillance camera decoration will be unlocked at level 35, and it will be added to the store permanently for $6,000. Bam! Act 2 drops. Store. Tough Defenders is the name of the act. In the store, the Aristocrat with the Aristocrat bartender for 150 donuts. That's right. So this act, I kind of gone with like tough guys, right? I wanted some tough dudes. So I went with the Aristocrat first. So yeah, that's 150 donuts for him. He seems pretty tough. He seems pretty hard. A hard ass. Moving on. Martin finishes making his EMP, and Reverend Lovejoy tells him to activate it, but Nigel rushes to him and begs him to stop. He promises him full access to the surveillance if he wants. Martin refuses, saying that Nelson said if he launches the EMP, he will think Martin is the coolest dude ever. Make Martin launch the EMP, make Springfielders prepare for an apocalypse ×5, make Nigel scream, "No!" and make Springfielders collect shotguns, and this will unlock the Springfield Electronics building. So this is the building that kind of went off, when the EMP went off in the other kind of. I've tied the EMP basically with the Prepper episode. So the surveillance one kind of leads into the Prepper episode. So this is the Prepper episode primarily. So yeah, Springfield Electronics, that goes boom, it goes out. Reverend Lovejoy thanks the Lord for the now the electricity is gone. Nelson, however, gets mad as now his mom can't earn money at the strip club because there is no music. Homer panics as the Quickie Mart is being invaded by by hoarders, people trying to hoard stuff. So you make Homer ransack the Quickie Mart for supplies, make Springfielders ransack the Quickie Mart for supplies ×3. Make Nelson punch Martin, and make Springfielders collect shotguns, and this will unlock the survival backpacks. And this will be a little decoration, so literally just call these backpacks that belong to the different family members. Huge ass bursts into Homer's home. I don't know why, I think this would be hilarious. And he steals, he's got like a gun maybe, and he steals Homer's duffs. He looks like the nicest man ever, so I think that would be a nice juxtaposition. So Homer is upset, and he goes to Moe, but Moe points his shotgun at Homer and tells him to try the Aristocrat, but he has the same result with that bartender too. Homer tells Wiggum that they need law and order in the town, and they must find their toughest members. Wiggum tells Homer that good luck finding someone tough and manly enough to help him. Make Homer look for beer, make Springfielders collect shotguns, and this will unlock the Swapper Jacks building. I know there are 3 buildings in this one, but it's possible, it's plausible. I know it's not entirely real, but whatever. Leave me alone. Homer finds vegan beer at Swapper Jacks. He asks Lisa if he'll get him drunk, and she replies yes, and Homer is happy enough. Homer tells Marge that they need to find someone who can help them defend them, as Homer is no use. Marge suggests getting some weapons. Make Homer look for weapons, make Marge look for weapons, make Springfielders collect shotguns, and this will unlock the alternative knife styles as a building. So this is a building. It's in the gay neighborhood, but there's a good reason for that. Homer tells Marge that none of the knives are sharp enough, and she blames the toughness of the vegetables from Swapper Jacks. Grizzly Sean asks them if they want to trade food for knives at Alternative Knife Styles store, as he took it over after the EMP. Marge accepts and gives him diced carrots and potatoes in return. Homer asks if Sean could help defend him as his family, him and his family, as Homer doesn't feel up to it. Sean replies he's more than happy to, so you make Homer thank Sean, make Marge collect knives, and make Springfielders collect shotguns, and this will unlock Grizzly Sean as a character, and you will also unlock a token. As you can see there, so there's the token, there's Grizzly Sean. Bam! Act 3, Survival of the Fittest. Cyrus Simpson with Tahiti, $150. Now this will be a decoration, but I want this to be huge. It is the Tahiti Island after all, so it's going to be massive, right? It's going to be a massive decoration, so it's going to be worth it. Marge tells Homer that she's out of food. Homer tells Marge that both the Ricky Mart and Swapper Jacks are empty. The mayor tells them that the EMP affected all the towns and cities around them too, so they can't get food imported to Springfield. Make Homer search for food, make Marge search for food, make Springfielders collect broken windows, and this will unlock the destroyed store building. So, literally just a destroyed store, so this is it. Maybe it could be a destroyed restaurant, I don't know. Could be a store, could be a restaurant, who knows. But destroyed store, we'll go with that. Homer and Marge can't find any food, and Sean is hired by Mr. Burns instead, so they lose Sean. Marge tells Homer that they need to look somewhere sustainable to live, so you make Homer look for a safe haven, make Marge look for a safe haven, make Springfielders collect broken windows, and this will unlock the Union Station clock as a decoration. I believe the Union Station was in the Nigel Butcher Baker episode, the Surveillance with Love, I think it's called. But I don't know, I think it kind of ties nicely into this as well. Marge fears that they won't be able to eat after the apocalypse, but Grandpa has a suggestion. They go to Tahiti, where Cyrus is, as he doesn't use electricity and he lives fine with all of his wives. Homer calls him an idiot as planes need electricity. But Lisa suggests that they get a steam train to the harbour and find a boat. Make Homer find a map, make Lisa lead the way, make Grandpa talk about Cyrus, and make Springfielders collect broken windows, and this will unlock the destroyed Union Station as a decoration. Could be a building skin for the actual Union Station that we already have in the game. But I'm thinking there would be more than one, right? Surely, like, Springfield is a huge town, right? So surely it's got more than one train station. Or more than one Union Station. So I'm thinking, let's just add it as a decoration. I don't know. It kind of makes up for the fact that I've got 3 buildings in this one. And you know, makes up if I've only got 1 building in this one. Homer tells the family that they will need to eat the dog and the cat in order to survive. Lisa objects, saying that they can ask others for food. Tom Skerritt tells them that they need to hunt for food and learn to live in the wild. The first stage is erecting a tent. Make Simpsons put up a tent ×5. Make Springfielders collect broken windows, and this will unlock the survival tents, which are right here. Literally just a collection of 3 tents, that's all. And then Tom Skerritt tells them that he hunted a possum for them. Marge thanks him, kind of begrudgingly, and asks him if he wants to join in their tent, as he's so lonely. Homer notices a camera watching them, and Nigel tells the Simpsons that the Queen sent him electronics and CCTV, and he and the town have started to rebuild, and they can come back to a surveillance society. Make Simpsons avoid Tom Skerritt ×5. Make Simpsons return to society, and make Springfielders collect broken windows to unlock Tom Skerritt as a character. And you will unlock a token too. Great. Bam! Act 4 comes along. Store Rebuilding Civilization is the name of the act. And you will get Surly Joe's Foundation Repair Van with Surly Joe for 125 donuts. Oof, Surly Joe. Nigel tells Homer and Marge that now that they have regained their surveillance and electricity, that they need to rebuild Springfield. Marge tells Homer that the house interior is ruined and they need to start from scratch, starting with the foundation repair. Make Homer call up Surly Joe, make Marge order building materials, make Springfielders collect nails, and this will unlock the stack of tiles as a decoration. This obviously won't be in Bart's hand. It'll just literally be a stack of tiles, maybe another like a little stack here. So just kind of that really. Nothing too amazing. Surly Joe refuses to help Homer after he threatened him the last time, so Homer Homer decides to call up his friend Ray to help. Nigel tells Homer that he can track Ray down easily using the new surveillance service, but Homer refuses and instead decides to use a phone book. Make Homer call up Ray, make Springfielders collect nails, and this will unlock Ray's truck. Pretty basic decoration, but it's okay. Ray is happy to see Homer again, and Homer begs Ray to help him repair his house. Ray is more than happy to do so, if for all time's sakes. He make Ray access the damage, make Homer... Sorry, that should be assess. Make Ray assess the damage. Make Homer collect money for building supplies. Make Springfielders collect nails, and this will unlock the Builder's Barn as a building. Pretty cool. Marge asks Homer why he was talking to himself about building supplies, but Homer replies he was talking to Ray. Marge doubts him and tells him he's going cuckoo. Make Homer prove Ray is real. Make Homer plan the construction of the house. Make Marge question Homer. Make Springfielders collect nails, and this will unlock the under construction Simpson house, which is right here, as you can see. Pretty awesome. Homer waits for Ray to come help him, but he doesn't appear. Homer tells Marge that she knows he's real, as she's seen him before, but Marge admits this, but she kind of says it doesn't prove he was there before and was helping him construct the house. So Homer is determined to prove it. So you make Homer watch the surveillance camera footage, make Marge watch the surveillance camera footage, make Springfielders collect nails, and this will unlock Ray Magany as a character, and you will also unlock a token. I don't know. I think this ties the surveillance cameras nicely back to the end of the act. This one's kind of rebuilding society. This is like the collapse of society. This is like the start of the collapse, I guess. Like people kind of panicking, and then this is like the toughies, right? And then this is like the British invasion. So, wait. So you got, no, okay, let me go through that again. So you got the actual invasion, where the British come in, well, not the actual British, but you know what I mean, like the surveillance cameras. The EMP goes off, so then you got the start of the apocalypse, you got the kind of midst of the worst part of the apocalypse, and then you got the let's rebuild society. Anyway, Epilogue. Homer mocks Marge that he was right, and Ray was real again. Ray tells Homer that he has finished the roof and asks him if he wants to go for a beer. Homer agrees, so you make Homer go to Moe's, make Ray go to Moe's. Wiggum tells Nigel that he has caused enough trouble and he will be spending the rest of his life in the Slammer, or the Nick. Nigel tries to get the Queen to help, but she tells him he ballsed it up too much. So you make Nigel go to prison, make Wiggum turn off the surveillance cameras for good. And that will end the act. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a building skin. I don't know if I did mention that, who knows. Building skin for the Simpsons house. Anyway, moving on, we've got some quests, some tasks. So in the first one, we obviously have Jimbo Sr., if you will, or, well, not really, Jimbo's father anyway. Hang with son for 60 minutes, it was him just literally running with his son. Beat up Homer for 4 hours, so literally him and the other bully fathers beating up Homer. Drink at Moe's, obviously at Moe's. Punish Jimbo, that'll be 8 hours with Jimbo, probably at the Brown house. Defend the town for 12 hours, it'll be him holding like 2 crossbones. This will be an exclusive animation, but I think it'll be cool. And then track down surveillance for 24 hours, that will be, I don't know, Moe's, or it could be the actual surveillance camera or the police station, who knows. And then you got Dolph's father, give himself a tough guy tattoo for 60 minutes, it'll be him sitting down on a chair with a tattoo, gun or inker or whatever you want to call it, giving himself a little tattoo. Beat up Homer for 4 hours, obviously be the same. This is the repeated animation, but basically you can activate it with either bully father. Drink at Moe's for 6 hours. Hang with son for 8 hours. This will be with Dolph in the Brown house. Get held up by Moe for 12 hours. This will be with Moe. This will be an animation, so Moe will have a little shotgun pointed at Mr. What's his name? Starbeam, and he's kind of got his hands in the air. Protect supplies for 24 hours. It'll be him with maybe the same shotgun. Maybe he's got Moe's shotgun and he's like with a bunch of like kind of supplies, and he's got a shotgun. Also, both of these characters will be added to the category Toughies, which is where all their sons are. Then you've got Kearney's father. Assemble a fort for 60 minutes. This will be him basically building like a crappy little fort, maybe made of like metals, like scrap metal or something. Beat up Homer, again, same animation. Drink at Moe's. Hang with son for 8 hours. This will be with Kearney, probably at the Brown house again. Snap pool cues for 12 hours. So it'll be him literally just snapping a bunch of pool cues over and over again. Or, yeah, pool cues. Or snooker cues, if you will. And then babysit grandkids for 24 hours. That will be him with... Actually, not with anyone, just him in the brown house. Obviously, he's got 2 grandkids, so... Then you got the Queen, walk corgis for 60 minutes. This will be, I guess, an exclusive animation, but it'll be her literally walking a couple of corgis. Meet with Nigel for 4 hours. It'll be her and Nigel at the town hall. Actually, her and Nigel at the Houses of Parliament. Speak to Parliament for 6 hours. That'll be obviously at the Houses of Parliament. Give a speech for 8 hours. Again, Houses of Parliament, or maybe Buckingham Palace. Let's say there. Mock her guards for 12 hours. It'll be her like kind of making faces and doing like kind of funny movements in front of her guards. I think that could be a really funny little animation. Watch surveillance of the world for 24 hours. That'll be the surveillance cameras, and obviously she'll go into more foreigners. Then we've got the surveillance Sherry Bobbins. So transform for 60 minutes. That'll be her transforming from Sherry Bobbins to the surveillance camera bot thing. Listen to politicians for 4 hours. That'll be at the town hall. Try surveillance the school maybe for 8 hours. That'll be at the school obviously. Spy everywhere for 12 hours. That'll be an animation. It'll be her in a dumpster, basically pointing a little camera in a dumpster, and download footage for 24 hours. That will be at the surveillance cameras. She'll obviously go into robots. And then you've got Nigel Butcherbaker, install surveillance at the town hall for 60 minutes. That'll be an animation of him basically kind of installing a little camera into the town hall. Or maybe he's at a podium, like he's at the podium in this picture, like outside the town hall, and he's like putting a camera on top of the podium maybe. Give town hall speech for 4 hours, obviously at the town hall. Watch footage for 8 hours, obviously at the surveillance camera. Deploy goons for 12 hours. This will be the Orwell security truck, and he'll be like kind of doing like a move kind of signal with his hand, and a bunch of the kind of Orwell security guys that we saw in the episode, they're like jumping out the van, kind of running. And then serve time for 24 hours, obviously, at the prison. Category will be more foreigners. So for the aristocrat bartender, you got gamble supplies for 60 minutes. It'll be him with a kind of deck of cards, kind of throwing them on the floor and then handing some supplies over. Fight Mo for 4 hours. That will be over at Mo's and will include Mo. Kick out troublemakers for 6 hours. That will be at his bar. Serve drinks for 8 hours. That will be at his bar. Threaten patrons for 12 hours. That will be him with his shotgun. Clean up bar fight mess for 24 hours. Obviously, it'll also be at his bar, and he'll go into the category Bart Royale Part 2. I was trying to like keep it semi-realistic, as in like what they would do, as in what Tapped Out would do, so that's why I've done the whole event thing. Then you got Grizzly Sean, sell knives for 60 minutes. This will be an exclusive animation, but he'll have a bunch of kind of knives, and it'll be like kind of like, you know, swinging them around, advertising them. Organize a pride parade for 4 hours. That would be probably at Moe's, maybe. I don't know. Hang with Barry for 8 hours. That will be at the Brown House. Barry is his husband, I believe, or his boyfriend, one of the two. So, yeah. Hug Mo for 12 hours. That will be an animation. Him just hugging Mo in like a bear hug, and Mo can't escape. He's trying to like escape, and he can't. And then pass out at Moe's for 24 hours. That will be at Moe's. Then we got Cyrus Simpson, hang with his 15 wives for 60 minutes. That will be him surrounded by his his 15 wives. Recall the good old days for 4 hours. That will be on the Tahiti island. Try to balance time with wives, 6 hours, again, Tahiti. Plot revenge on Santa for 8 hours. That could be maybe retirement castle, or again, it could just be the Tahiti. Relax in the sun for 12 hours. This will be him on a deck chair, just literally relaxing with a martini or whatever the hell that is, some sort of tropical drink. And then live life without electricity for 24 hours, obviously at Tahiti. And he will also go into Bart Royale Part 2. And then you got Tom Skrillet. Curse survivors for 60 minutes will be him wagging his fist in the air. Shows Homer survival tips for 4 hours. That will be with Homer, probably at the Outlands house maybe, or something like that. Hunt for food for 8 hours. That will be him, maybe at a tree, I guess. Load shotgun for 12 hours. Him literally with a shotgun, like loading it. I have a lot of shotgun ones. I swear that wasn't purposeful. And then steal supplies for 24 hours. That will be at maybe the Simpsons house or Quickie Mart, somewhere like that. Surly Joe, try drum start van for 60 minutes. This will be kind of an exclusive animation. Him with his kind of van, the bumper up, and what do you call it? The kind of the hood up on his van, and he's got like jumper cables. He's trying to jump start his van. Import cigars for 4 hours. That will be at the Brown House maybe. I don't know. Help rebuild store for 6 hours. That will be the destroyed store. Fix the Simpsons foundations for 8 hours, or foundation for 8 hours. That will be at the Simpsons house. Lay foundations for 12 hours animation. This will be, again, another exclusive. Him literally laying down some sort of foundation, and then maintain the foundation repair monopoly. There was kind of a joke in the episode that this was the only foundation repair dude in Springfield, so I don't know. I think that could be a kind of a funny little task. And then you've got damn, I wrote it. Ray, shoot nail gun for 60 minutes. Doing just that. Shop at Builder's Barn for 4 hours. Have a beer with Homer. That will be with Homer at Moe's. Drive a truck, or I should probably say van, for 12 hours. This will be an animation, a really cool animation. He'll be driving his van because, oh my god, do I want them to be able to drive cars on roads? That'll be cool, like they did with that kind of snowmobile thing. And then be a universal anomaly. I can't even say the word. It's one of those words I physically can't properly pronounce. Anomaly. I'm not even going to try. 24 hours. And he'll also go into Bart Royale Part 2. And that, my friends, is the end of my event. So, sorry to everyone else. I'm sorry I took the win very, very easily. And I'm joking. Honestly, though, in all seriousness, there have been some really great entries thus far, and like even people who, you know, like there obviously are people who are better. I mean, not to be rude, but like there are people who are better, but I have noticed like there's a few users in particular who, when they started off, their events were kind of like, they had something there, they were decent, but they weren't amazing. And then as they've progressed, my god, there's really great events. And honestly, guys, some of them are really, really awesome. Like sometimes there was a few meme ones, like some kind of joke ones. I like the joke ones as well. They kind of amuse me a little bit. You know, when you had like me, or you had my girlfriend, or you had like that weird that chef guy. I mean, who was that? I don't even know what that is. I'm not familiar with that reference, but yeah, I mean, there's some pretty mad ones. So I do like it. So I've been really enjoying like seeing all the entries, and especially seeing the progress in terms of quality. I think that's really admirable. So I hope I win. If I don't, it's no biggie. I think it's Uta and Egg Council Guy who are reviewing my my events, so as well as all the other events. Don't worry, I'm not voting, by the way. Like, don't worry about that. I'm not like giving myself points. I'm not actually voting. I'm entering this time, so I stepped away from being a judge this time. But yeah, that is it for the my event idea. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the Flanders event being delayed. Don't worry, it will be out next week. I do apologise, but hey ho, I had to get my entry out. So anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Tell me your thoughts on my little event, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.